and welcome in. How's everybody doing on this wonderful Sunday? I hope you're having a great day, a great weekend. I just realized that here's the thing about decorating in Dreamlight Valley. Oh, Eric. The thing about decorating in Dreamlight Valley is that there's always a decorating update on the way. And this time around, it's diagonal fences. So the idea of decorating anything makes me nervous because it's like, what if I just want to redo it with diagonal fences? But we're going to push through that. We're going to push through that and we're going to just vibe. Let me say hey to everybody. Philhar Magical. Hello. Momo, Candia, Anthony, Nina. Do I have anything new in here? Wolf. Hello. Cat. Samantha, Joey, Icy, Michelle, Ruby. I don't know what I was trying to say there. You made street tacos. That sounds delicious. Okay, nothing new here. I need to check my screwed shops. Has everybody finished the event? The treasure hunt extravaganza thing that was happening? I finished it yesterday. I actually haven't looked at the item, to be honest. Oh, it's not going to be here because it's yes. Touch of magic. Silly me, silly me. Isn't it? Do I not have it? Where is this item? Not my problem. I don't care. I've considered and I've come to the conclusion that I simply do not care. Did I put it down somewhere? Hi, Lady Danbury, Amanda, my little corner. Hello, hello. If I put it down, it probably would have been over here. No, I don't think so. I definitely finished it. Unless it was all a dream. No, it says it's collected. We're looking for the pirate mast item. Anyway, I'll find it eventually or I won't. Either way, I will survive. Yana, hello. Lady Danbury, you have 3 out of 4 pieces. Ah. The things that spawn keep breaking your pathing. Oh, that's annoying. Can also still find yellow dig spots for a gold chest. I didn't know that. Hi, Ken. Hi, Lucy. New fencing update means you'll just keep decorating indoors. See, that's a smart thing to do, but I want to finish Storybook Vale before the update. What I'm wearing is a little bit of a sneak peek at what we're going to be doing. We're going to probably be decorating a fairy area. I forgot to turn up the game sound for you all. There you go. That's probably going to be better. It is a touch of magic item. I thought I looked... I've decided I hate headphones. I don't know why. This is a recent development. I don't like sound echoing around my ears when you have headphones that are like around your ears. It's under customize. I'll check again when I... Oh, let me check again here. I thought I looked under customize, but I could have been mistaken. Customize. Oh, wait. Do you have to actually do the thing though? Yeah. I forgot because I never do this. There it is. Okay, cool. Seems customized to me. Belly, hello. When is the update? Probably the 13th because the event ends on the 12th. Here's my thing. They should have given us one of these that wasn't Touch of Magic. The only thing Touch of Magic on here, I think, is the actual flag. They should have given us one that just had a plain white flag. I would have used that one. I'm never going to use this Touch of Magic one because I'm going to have to remember to hide Touch of Magic items anytime I take a Dream Snaps picture. Other than that, it's kind of cool, I guess. It's fun for the theme. Nick, hello. There we go. I think I went in that screwed shop already. Storybook Vale, here we come. Did I finish what I was saying about decorating a fairy area? We're gonna decorate a fairy area. Sorry if I already said it and it was just a repeat. If I didn't say it, sorry for the lack of drama. I'm just... I've actually been having a good day. It's like wonderfully rainy today. The mood is like dreary, but like cute dreary, you know? So I've been enjoying that, but then of course I open my game and immediately things fall apart. Chrome, hello. Chloe, star coins, farming is probably your best bet. Carrots if you need a small amount of money in a pinch. Pumpkins if you want more money, but it takes more time. You're curious about the option to do diagonal fences and a bit hyped about it. Anything new? Oh, I think this bed is new. Slay.
Greetings, neighbor.
You're a bit hyped about the diagonal fences, though. More excited for the Inside Out update itself. Oh, really? I feel like I'm less excited about the Inside Out update, but that could change when we get the character sizes. Again, I know I keep saying this. I really mean it. I'm not just being melodramatic. The size of the characters is going to make or break their inclusion for me. If they're creepy, I'm going to be unhappy. Katie, I'm good. How are you? Hi, Max. You redid your Frosted Heights and you're obsessed. Oh, that's fun. Oh, you buy these? We usually don't buy Touch of Magic things, do we? How odd. I also got the last fairy window, so that was very exciting. Exciting. Let me buy some more of these, I guess. The mood is take a nap while sitting in the windowsill. That's the vibe. I read a little tiny bit this morning. I just finished the chapter, or maybe I finished it and read one more chapter of Paladin's Grace this morning. I was mostly just listening to the beautiful rain sounds. It was a lot of fun. You were out all day yesterday and missed the shop rotation. Oh no, I actually feel like I've been on, I was gonna say my best behavior. It's really just my hyperfixation. I think I've actually logged on every day since the Storybook Vale update, which I don't usually do. I don't think I've missed a day of Scrooge Shop since then. If you have proof of me saying that I missed a day on a stream or something, that's fine. I'm not intentionally lying, but I think I actually did log on every day. I think I did. You're not really excited about the update, which is probably a good thing because every other update has been crazy good. I'm really curious about the Star Path. I don't know what that's going to be, and I want to know. I'm excited about diagonal fencing. The characters, I always enjoy doing quests, but I'm not like over the moon about it. It'll be fun, but it's not my favorite character edition, I guess. What are Joy and Sadness's heights? We gotta wait and see. Maybe this week they'll give us one of the developer update videos where I assume we would end up seeing what they look like in relation to us. Maybe not. How's the first book club stream? It was good. It was chill. It was just, we just did like 3 different reading sprints. I'm enjoying the book so far. Okay, here's the thing though. No spoilers at all, I promise. I'm not saying that and about to tell you a spoiler. I've only read one other thing by T. Kingfisher. It was a novella called Thornhedge. I really, really enjoyed it. I'm enjoying this book quite a lot as well. This is the area we're going to be decorating, by the way. That's why I'm cleaning up. This book, Paladin's Grace, world building, lore, I'm intrigued. For some reason, some of the dialogue is very much giving like 2000s romance. Like, I apologize for saying this. I don't know if I've ever said this out loud. This phrase is one of my biggest pet peeves. I can't even say it. You know what? Never mind. I'm not going. Join the Discord server. I'll maybe type the phrase that's been stated more than 3 times. Well, maybe 3 times, maybe more, that I absolutely hate anytime I read it in a romance. It makes me so uncomfy. If you're already in the Discord, you are allowed to bully me after stream into putting it down because I will probably forget. Okay, anything else I need to clean up? I literally could have used the vacuum. I still will. I just want to find any obstacles that are not removable via vacuum. Also, even though I've had memories from inkies from the vacuum, I still don't 100% trust it. So I prefer to clear them by hand. Emmeline, hello. Yana, you haven't missed a day either, but Scrooge's gatekeeping the Sleeping Beauty items. I'm so sorry. Scrooge hasn't given me the actual fence piece. Like I have the posts of the fence, but I don't have the actual fence of the fence. And I need it. You're assuming they'll be like Mickey height for joy and Vanellope height for sadness. Interesting, interesting. You need ideas of what to do with the fruit bushes in the Vale. I like to keep them close to each other just so when I'm going to harvest them, I don't have to run around the whole biome. So we'll probably end up doing that here as well. Okay, let me go. I just skated past it. Give me these things, thank you. Pop those in there. Stunning. Where are you from? Oh, from my squirrel. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Sprints was a great time. You still haven't started Paladin's Grace. You're a little afraid you'll not love it. You'll probably love the world building, but not the rest. Yeah, it's okay. Like, I mean, I don't know, chapter 16 or something like that, which is roughly 130 pages into it, something like that. Definitely time for things to go either direction, but I will say so far the world building is the thing that I'm most curious about and most enjoying. You're redoing your Mythopia with the river kit and you're waiting for the fence. Yeah, I really want the fence. Okay. Oh, actually, I had kind of placed these buildings around where I vaguely thought I would want them. I feel like we're going to be completely redoing this, so bear with me while I do that. Actually, I'm gonna hide these mailboxes first. When I started, did I save up the money and all items collected? When I first started Dreamlight Valley, I'm definitely a bit of a hoarder in games, so I saved pretty much all of the resources that I found, and I mostly just sold things that I grew. Like, for me, it was mostly carrots initially. Money, I didn't really save up when I was playing. I was fine spending it. Why did I? Oh, I think I was popping down some idea options for furniture back when I was decorating the things. You were optimistic until I said it's written like that. Okay, so the book, it's mostly like, it's mostly some of the dialogue. It's not all of it. But every now and then they'll say a sentence where it's like, it's not specified what time period it is, but it's like clearly like a fantasy setting where it's not meant to be like super technologically advanced. Like the social structures and things feel kind of, you know, old and very like classic fantasy. So then when I see certain like sentence, I don't know. It's nothing aggressive. It's not like they're speaking like, I don't know, like Twitch chat talk, but just some of the things feel a little bit out of place to me. You have a new glitch? Can I see if I have any snowy brick paths with the border? I probably do. This? What's happening for you? You're on your second book of Throne of Glass. Ooh, how are you liking it? I'm trying to remember what happens in the second book. Throne of Glass, I read it incredibly quickly, and the second half of the series I much preferred over the first half of the series, I think. So some of it I don't really have much of a recollection of. Okay. I think do I want these things? I don't really know that I want this wilted flower cottage to be one of the first things that you see when you walk in. I'm mostly satisfied with those buildings back there. Maybe I'll see if I can bring this fairy blossom up here. You started watching Wicked on Prime. Oh, you almost forgot about the stream? Listen, I need to watch Wicked again because here's the thing. I have not watched any of the commentary editions of Wicked. There's one that I think is the director. There's one that I think is Cynthia and Ariana. And I feel like I would be remiss as a fan to not watch the commentary versions before the next movie comes out, you know? So I've got to do that at some point. But I'm also on a mission to watch the rest of Critical Role's Mighty Nine campaign before the animated show starts in November. So that's a lot. And actually yesterday it was just announced, well, campaign 4 of Critical Role was just announced, which is incredibly exciting, and very exciting things are happening with it. And I am very thrilled and I can't wait. And that starts in October. So it's just like a lot of things actually on my plate. I don't know that I'm going to be watching much of anything except for Critical Role between now. Oh, the Vale is a bit laggy for me right now. I don't know if I'm going to be watching much of anything apart from Critical Role for the rest of the year, but we'll see. Hi, Inez. Hello, hello. You've been rereading the Selection series. I read the first Selection book when I was in high school. That's a lie. I was in university. I think I was home on break and my sister was obsessed with Selection and requested that I read one of the books. This was in the age of like Divergent being a thing. I don't think I was the biggest fan of the Selection book. It's kind of like The Bachelor meets Hunger Games, right? But I feel like I wasn't really that invested in it because it felt like the dude kind of made his choice at like towards the beginning of the book and then was trying to gaslight both the character and the reader into like into us accepting that he couldn't make a choice. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember any of the specific details. I feel like there was an abrupt shift in tone at the end of the book, though. And I remember that the main character's name is America. Hi, Teresa. Hello. You just completed your first fairy build using some of these same houses, and it reminded you how much being able to use the same house in different DLCs was such a gift. I haven't really utilized that feature yet, but I might at some point. What if I do something like... Let's see. Hi, Imani. Hello. Hey, Maleficent.
There is quite a glittering assemblage here.
Too close, but not... This is a conundrum. Okay. Another attempt. You put this kind of right up at the front. You think the names were cheesy in the Selection, but the female main character's personality reminds you of a Throne of Glass, just more immature. See, that's not a selling point to me. I'm not a Selena stan, unfortunately. I feel like I would be happier if I were. Selena, well, here's the thing. Actually, maybe controversially, I much prefer Selena in the first couple Throne of Glass books than in the last half, which is interesting considering I enjoy the back half of the series more overall. But the main, well, I guess at that point, she is the main character, but only kind of technically. It becomes a lot more of an ensemble story as you continue through Throne of Glass, but yeah, she starts to kind of grind my gears. Did I do my dream snap for the week? I did not. I'm just gonna repeat my pirate dream snap and call it a day, I think. I want that to have space. I know this is very, very riveting content, watching me micro adjust these homes, but I want it to be right. Recently, figuring out the structure for places has been a lot more difficult for me than it sometimes tends to be. What do I think of the new photo frame from the social treasure hunt? I don't know what that is. When can you see the library build? Did I finish it? You know what? Now's a great time for me to stop what I'm doing and show you stalling. Thank you for that, by the way. I have not finished my library build, but I will show you what is my current, what I would consider work in progress / options. I started trying to do some stuff. I got really annoyed by the camera, but for now, we'll call it a sketch. We'll call it a concept sketch for my library. Fountain benches out here. I don't know why I put that table back there. I just thought it was pretty. Maybe we'll do that. Bookshelves. I thought about putting some rugs here and plopping some books or something to be like little reading spots. More bookshelves here. Hi, Nora. Hello, hello. Library. Yes, yes, yes. So this area, I haven't done anything. Just like, it's very simple, nothing extravagant. Mostly just some little seating sections, little book couch, couple of desks, L couch, another desk, another little book couch. Same thing over here. Just eclectic library study space sort of vibe. Then across here, I was thinking about doing some sort of like little painting area. Again, just like some seating over here. A more kind of secluded section over there. And then I thought this was giving kind of like, I don't know, classroom vibes of some sort. So I might do something like this. I wanted a cooking station. So I put this back here. This might be our sort of eclectic wizardy section. And then back here, I just put this book ping pong table thing. So we'll see. It's definitely not done. I just had to do small sections. I got so mad. The camera is horrendous. Listen, I don't know if you all have tried to decorate here before. I don't know if me struggling for like 30 seconds will clearly portray how horrible this is, but the camera in here, absolutely horrific. Like, it frequently sends you into outer space. It's just like really, really bad. And then you're trying to like, it's bad. It's really bad. There's a new redemption code. Oh, a pirate treasure X is the code. Let me pin this for a second and try that and see what happens. Wait, our pirate treasure X? Oh, slay. Thank you. Very similar to what you've done. Keep it simple and elegant. Yeah. Mostly for my sanity. Also just because, like, I don't know, it feels appropriate for the library. And then over here, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I think I'm gonna try to have this little cauldron thing, more seats. I popped these around, we'll see. I had this back area decorated already from Mythopia. I'm just not quite sure what I'm gonna do here. But it's a work in progress. We'll get there eventually. It's just not something I'm going to do on stream because the amount of like cursing and crying that was going on was truly extravagant, and I don't think I want any of you to see that side of me. Where's the cauldron from? I believe it's from one of the Storybook Vale characters' quest lines. Can someone in chat confirm where that cauldron is from? The like glowy Olympus one? You changed the sensitivity and everything didn't help. No, it's just bad. The camera in there is bad. Like, it's really cool that they gave us the ability to decorate in there, but it's almost like I wish they didn't, because knowing that I technically can is painful when it hurts to decorate in there, you know? Like, it hurts my soul, it hurts my eyes. I mean, this is kind of a cool border. I never really use these frames, but I think this one's cute. I like that it looks drawn. Yeah. The LaBeouf house looks so good there. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like that spot of my Mythopia. Overall, Mythopia I'm happy with. I'm still a little bit side-eyeing my Mount Olympus, which we're about to glide on past to get back to the Beanstalk Marshes, but everything else, I'm pretty pleased. It's from Maleficent's friendship questline. Thank you, Lady Danbury. Tink cursing, that's unheard of. Listen, I do. I definitely do. Feel like we aren't really meant to decorate in there, but they allowed it for the sake of it, which, like, yeah, I don't know. It feels sad to say, but I do kind of just wish they hadn't given us the ability to decorate there, because I don't really know, or they could, I guess. I don't know how this would work, but if somehow when you were in furniture mode, it got rid of the like ceiling roof area, you know what I mean? Because I think a lot of the issues in there are that the camera gets stuck on the roof or the camera goes through the roof. Both of those are bad for different reasons, but if they could, yeah, just in that spot, get rid of the roof when you're decorating, I think that would make it a lot better. I just don't know how they would even go about doing that. Okay. We're clean, we're clean, we're clean. Yeah, it's definitely the broken roof that's the problem. And then sometimes once you go through the roof, it's really difficult to get back. Even if you just, well, on mouse, it's like the scroll wheel. Even if you just zoom straight back, you don't always end up where you were. It's very, very bizarre. Okay, I feel like I'm going to stop messing with that side for the time being. And we're gonna go, I just want to put this in a back corner. Let's see, let me see. We don't deal with roofs in any of our decorating areas. It reminds you of decorating in the glade and working around Gothel's house. Yeah, it is kind of like that with the tree getting all in the way. Let's see if maybe I can move the mushroom house up here. And I don't like the shape of this area. It is a little bit my fault for trying to fit so many things here, but I also just feel like the shape is weird. Something like this. you're not going to decorate it. You don't like your valley cluttered. That's fair. There are definitely pros and cons to decorating in the game and decorating in certain ways. I like my valley looking pretty, so I do tend to decorate quite a bit. But also, I always appreciate when I've bulldozed because it's just so much easier to do things around the valley. You know what I need actually, now that I'm thinking about it? Before I start getting too much into this, I need to ensure that I have space for at least one gazebo. And certainly the balloon thing. Also probably these. Balloon. This. This would make sense to have somewhere. I want to push you back more. Why did I have you so far forward? There's probably a reason, but... You wish they would sync Gothel's house? Wait, what? I don't know. I really like Gothel's house for the most part. It's just really inconvenient to decorate around. I like the large tree though. It's a fun vibe. Okay. Walk in some kind of gazebo and shop area, perhaps. I also probably don't need to have this right in the center. That's probably also making things a lot more difficult for myself. You like being able to walk through scenes when you're running around? Oh, that's a fun way to decorate. You're on a mission to get through all of my VODs. Oh my goodness. It's so wild to see how much my decorating has changed since the start. Well, yes. It has. It goes through shifts for sure. I feel like there are a lot of things that are very similar still about the way that I decorate.
What a bonny bright day.
But yeah. Some of it's intentional. Like I like to try different things when I'm decorating again, you know, because it's like if I was going to do the same exact thing, what's the point of clearing the whole map? You know what I mean? So I try to do different things, but also, I don't know, just time, new items, new features in game. Hi, Ignis. Hi, dolls. The early meadow build comes to mind, super spacious and very floral. Oh yeah, that was cute. That one was inspired by Savannah's at My Day Old Tea. I remember seeing her meadow and it was just like so open and like calming. And I thought it was so stunning. Also put a gazebo just like back here somewhere. Actually, that could be cute. Struggle with the Frosted Heights build being so minimal. I don't remember that. I feel like the Frosted Heights is very much not one of my favorite biomes, and any build that I do with it ends up being a massive struggle. Can I put this directly behind this, actually? That doesn't seem like... I need a path for a moment. This one will do. Do I have a place picked out for Cinderella at the end of the year? I do not. I have no idea. 5, 6. Sure. I have no idea where she's gonna live, what her house is gonna look like. 4, 5, 6. No. We also could have a whole DLC by then. It's possible. So it's like, I really don't know what I'm gonna do for Cinderella. I'm tempted to like not to not bulldoze everything again, because frankly, I don't know if I can even rebuild all that I have left by the end of the year, although we will certainly try. But I might do like biome by biome redos. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Yeah, like where do we think Cinderella's gonna live? Here's the thing. The palace we have is kind of meant to be Cinderella's palace, right? So I'm not quite sure how that would work. If we also got a castle, they kind of did her dirty, kind of like how they did Aladdin and Jasmine dirty by giving Jafar their palace. What was that? Giving Jafar their palace in Rift in Time. We kind of have the palace and the Monsters Inc. characters by giving us the apartment and making them move into a dorm, which I will still never forgive. I'm not a fan of that choice. But I feel like they're going to do the same thing with Cinderella, where she's probably going to be in a cottage again. Swaggy, hello. You're really struggling with where you're going to put the Inside Out characters. Yeah, what will their house look like? I don't know what it's gonna look like, but it's kind of giving me probably gonna go in the main valley vibes. And I have so much space in the main valley, so I'm not too concerned about it. Is not a giant Riley head. Please do not bring that into existence. That is something that I neither want nor need nor desire in any way, shape, or form. Wait. I feel like we're onto something, perhaps. I feel like this is not like horrible. This is not horrible is what I was trying to say, but I kind of got a little mixed up about whether I was going to say horrific. It's not a horrible. It could work. I think I might just move this balloon over to the side a little bit more. We'll make this a whole thing. And then I feel like this could be it. You got the first backpack upgrade in Tales of the Shire. Oh, amazing. I'm so excited to play Tales of the Shire again tomorrow. I really, really am. Okay, I feel like this needs to turn this way. Now. I hate that a little bit, but I might get over it. We'll see, we'll see. For Cinderella, there's only 2 choices. The chateau, which we have as a player house, and the castle, which we also have, so that's interesting. Yeah, what are they gonna do for her? They can't have her move in with Fairy Godmother. I won't allow it. They could make a glass building. That would be interesting. Wicked for Good is 3 months away. Oh my goodness, listen. Well, September, October, November, a little bit more than 3 months, but it's getting close. You've been so consumed by Tales of the Shire, you think it's your game of the year. Oh my goodness. That's really saying something. Oh, the one thing I was thinking is I feel like perhaps this needs to be shifted this way. The only thing is that that's not going to be cute running from here to here. Do I play keyboard and mouse or controller? I play keyboard and mouse currently. I used to play with both. Like when I was running around, I would use the controller, and then when I was decorating, I would do keyboard and mouse. But recently, I've only been playing with keyboard and mouse. Hi, Jazz. Hello. Okay. I mean, we can make it work. It's a little weird, but if we put some trees behind it and kind of curve the pathway around this way. It's fine. It's so fine. Not everything can be cute from absolutely every angle, you know? Bach Squad? Swaggy, wait, what? Here's the thing. Please, anybody who is aware of stuff that happens in the second act of Wicked, don't share any spoilers. This is a spoiler-safe space. My partner has never, like, he's not familiar with the musical at all, which is kind of saying something because we've been together for a long time and I love musical theater and Wicked is, like, you know, a big deal. He is the biggest Bach hater you will ever meet. Like, literally, I can just be, I don't know, humming a song from Wicked. I can be watching somebody react to Wicked. Anything that makes him think of Bach, even a little bit, he has all the smoke for Bach. It's actually really funny. But it's like, there are a lot of really questionable people in Wicked. Like, that's kind of part of the whole point of Wicked, but it's Bach in particular that he has issues with. Okay, I need to figure out what pathing I'm going to be using here. I guess I don't actually need to do that right now. I can instead just actually path the area. You hope it gets an expansion or two down the road too. I feel like Tales of the Shire, they definitely could. You know what I mean? I think I had seen some I'd seen a couple highlights of reviews about the game, but I haven't seen anything too specific or too intense. So I'm not really sure what the overall consensus is about the game. But if it has a reasonable response, I could certainly see them making an expansion. Thanks for the sip reminder, Magister. I'm cute from every angle. Thank you, kitty. It's been a while since you watched Cinderella, but you don't think the Disneyland castle looks like the Cinderella castle from the movie. No, that's fair. That's fair. They could do something that's more similar to the movie. Yeah, no, I see. I would not do that to you. Like, I am aware of what happens in Wicked. Like, I don't know everything that they're going to do in the movie because presumably some of the things are going to be changing a little bit, but I feel like there are some really interesting things that happen, and I want people to be able to experience that in a way that is fun and joyful for them. I would never want to ruin that. Can we talk about people who get joy from spoiling things for people? What happened to you all? Not like like people like that. Are you okay? I understand people being excited about stuff, right? But like, presumably you had a great time finding out this information for yourself, by yourself, on your own time, probably in the way that was intended based on whatever kind of media it was, right? Why the ruining for other people? That's my question. Would I mind if Winnie the Pooh and friends joined the valley? I would not mind. I would not say I hate everything about these paths. I'm going to change all of this. Don't you worry. We got to just trust in the process and accept the fact that it's not going to look nearly as bad as it currently looks. Ooh, boy. Hope, hello. You loved adding a Fairyland to the Beanstalk Marshes with Maleficent just because in the movie she was, oh, yeah, fairy, because she was considered a fairy too. For sure, for sure. I feel like it fits the vibe. No. Pull this back one more again. Well, sure. I know you can't see me right now, just rest assured the disappointment is palpable. Your nieces are like that. They always spoil books and movies for you accidentally, but they're 14 and 16, so you can't get mad at them. My least favorite is when people say no spoilers and then proceed to tell you a spoiler. You know? That's why sometimes when I say no spoiler, I have to like double down and be like, no, like I actually mean I'm not going to tell you anything. Like I'm not saying that and then I'm going to like subliminally like spoil something. Like I actually am not going to. Jazz, I did finish the treasure hunt. I did. You know what I've decided? I've decided that I'm simply not doing this right now. And instead, I'm changing tactics. Gonna build a little river moment. That's what I'm gonna do. But I want them to add Facilier and Prince Naveen. Yes, listen, we have this conversation every time. We don't need to do it like every single stream, although actually maybe we do now that I'm thinking about it. Tiana famously done so dirty in Dreamlight Valley, something that really needs to be addressed, atoned for even. So yes, one of the ways to do that would be giving us a realm with Naveen and Dr. Facilier. I feel like that's actually the least we can do. Justice for Tiana, indeed. Just done dirty, right, left, and center. It's actually atrocious. Not only did she have to share the name of her update with the star path, which I've not been corrected on this, I don't think has ever happened before. She was the first in ages to not get a dream style for herself in a star path with her update. Rude. She came without Prince Naveen, which, you know, that in and of itself, she's not the first, but still rude. What else? I'm sure there are other things to be mad about. Oh yeah, she constantly has to deal with Remy being treated as though he's the only culinary master in town, when that's A, untrue, and B, Tiana's better, and C, where's her restaurant in Storybook Vale? You know? These are the questions that we should be asking. We should be demanding a dream style. She has like the most looks canonically of any princess in her movie, I think. That could be a lie, but I feel like it's true. And they canceled her show. How dare they? Really rude. That show was in a coming up on Disney Plus years ago. And you know what? They dropped it. Why? She was a frog for a good like 65, 70% of the movie. What was that about? Will I be playing any more Infinity Nikki? I most likely will. I don't have any issues with Infinity Nikki. I just haven't been that excited about it. And sometimes when I like pressure myself to play a game, it ends up really negatively impacting my ability to enjoy it down the road. So usually when possible, if I'm just kind of like, I don't know, I try to just allow myself to live in the break of the game, you know what I mean? And then come back when I feel excited about it again. I'm not sure yet if this is going to be cute or if this is going to be a mess. You feel like Mirabelle also got the short end of the stick? Well, I would say that, except I think Mirabelle, if I had to guess, I don't imagine that Dreamlight Valley actually necessarily intended to add her. Oh, I hate it. It's fine. Sorry. Well, we'll fix it. I don't think Dreamlight Valley necessarily intended to add Mirabelle that early. I think they mostly did because Disney probably asked them to. That's no tea or shade towards Mirabelle. It's just like at that time, all of Disney was having like the celebration of the Madrigals. And I think if that, like, and it was between games and all that kind of stuff. I think if that had not happened, we probably would have gotten Mirabelle later on, and maybe with like more of her family. We need a whole mini DLC just for Tiana alone. I don't know about that, but we do need to have the option of whether we want Remy's or Tiana's in our DLC worlds. That's really the least they can do. We need that option. And she needs some Lukes. Many Lukes. You're angry not only for Tiana, but that the bat in the box of croissants doesn't fit on the cute new cafe table. Wait, which one? The one that came with the house? Did I see that house decorating is coming in version 1.9? I did. That does pique my interest. It does. It does. So we shall see. Oh, I can put stuff pretty far back there. I was worried that I was going to be really limiting my ability to decorate behind here, but actually it's pretty far that you can put stuff there, so I'll take it, I'll take it. What is your question, Starlight? Wait, did you already ask it? I don't think I saw one. Oh wait, you can't finish the last part of Storybook Vale because Maleficent and Aurora won't let you finish level 10. You want to know what the quests are? Okay, so Maleficent and Aurora's quest will not have any impact on your progression in the future of the game. That's the first thing, because they're part of a DLC that's over now. So if for some reason you have a glitch right now, it's not going to affect your ability to do anything with future updates. What I would recommend is probably go to Discord to the help chat in the official Disney Dreamlight Valley Discord server, which you can find on the Dreamlight Valley website, and ask or like tell them exactly what issue that you're having. They'll probably know how to help you out. But I agree it's a possibility that Tiana's edition was rushed last minute decision because there wasn't really any representation in the game at that point. Tiana's edition doesn't give forced representation to me. If anything, I would think that it could possibly be kind of like Mirabelle's edition, in that when she was added to the game last summer, yeah, it was last summer, that was around when her ride was opening at Disney World, and that was around the time that the show was supposed to premiere, before they just like hush-hushed about it and didn't say anything until they kind of just like secretly announced that it was canceled. It's giving more of that to me, but I don't know. That's clearly just a theory. Hi, Yuri. Hello. Was that my last one? No. Okay, got it. Oh, I just moved it from there. Whatever. I simply do not care. I shall duplicate you. There we go. No, I didn't think you meant it in like a negative way or anything, Alexandra. Although, to be honest, we've talked about this before as well. I will probably continue to bring this up because Dreamlight Valley does desperately need more like curly, coily textured hairs. We really haven't had many, if any, added since the game came out in early access. It's really been incredibly minimal. The update with Tiana would have been a perfect opportunity to add some of those. Why didn't they? I don't know. And it feels particularly offensive when they then proceeded to, in February, be like, happy Black History Month, we're celebrating with Tiana, and just posted a picture of an avatar with Tiana. Like, something about that really did rub me the wrong way. The Black History post, I'm sorry, they're not living that down. It was one post where they said, we're celebrating today with Tiana. Like, she's the only Black villager. I get it, but like, I don't know whether that makes it better or worse. It all just felt, it felt kind of like their pride posts, but like less effort. And it's like, I don't need you to do, like, I am a singular Black person. Black people are not a monolith, so I'm not speaking for everybody. I'm just speaking for me. I don't need you to do that. Like, I would almost rather you not. Like, give me a hairstyle, you know? Or like, I don't know. Just posting a picture with Tiana just felt kind of... Alexandra. You know Ariana moved. No, no, no. Hi, David. Hello, hello. The only recent one was the afro. Okay, that hairstyle eats a little bit, though. That is a cute hairstyle. That's a good point. I just feel like we could... we don't need to do this again, but I will. Let me take off this hat real quick. I don't need to say words like for this. I can just put on this hairstyle and it will say all the... Well, 2 hairstyles back to back. And it will say all the words that I could ever say. And those 2 hairstyles are 1 and 2. And that's that. The newest curly hair was broken for people for months. Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't know what was wrong with it. It didn't show up in Scrooge's shop for me for a long time. But then it did, and it is quite cute. Okay. I think this is going to be cute, having this little river here. This water goes into nothing, but we don't need to talk about that. The scalp. Yeah, listen. The braids, the scalp is fighting for its life. Like, here's the thing. The Bantu knots one actually makes me mad because the Bantu knots themselves are so cute. And I would wear that hairstyle, but it's the like 2 inches of space between the start of the Bantu knots and the baby hairs that like I can't. Can we have a refresh of that hairstyle? Please, please, please. Like, just take the hairstyle and like just adjust the parts a little bit. And it would be probably like one of my most used hairstyles. I love a Bantu knot. That's why you really want Esmeralda in the game so badly. Such an underrated movie. She's underrated herself. She used to be, I believe. Fact check me on this because I'm not sure. There are some people that like I am sure about. I think for a while, Esmeralda was like actually a Disney princess. Like officially a Disney Princess TM. Hunchback, I have kind of mixed feelings about. Just like, cause I don't know, maybe mostly because it's sad. It always kind of hurts my feelings when I watch it. But Esmeralda is an icon. I'm here for that. Right there. The original story is brutal. Is the book by Victor Hugo the person that wrote Les Mis? I've never read it. I'm fact checking because this is the kind of thing that for some reason I feel like, yeah, it is Victor Hugo. Yeah, I never read it. It's a big book though. It's chunky. Much like Les Mis, to be fair. That movie also gave us Frollo, the one Disney villain that I absolutely cannot abide being in my game. You can give me, I don't know, who do people probably think is as bad as Frollo? Cruella. Fine. Don't give me Frollo. You read some of it in French. That's really cool. I wish I spoke another language. I'm planning on reading The Count of Monte Cristo again this year. I think it would be so cool to read it in French. I don't speak any French, not a lick of it, so it's not gonna happen, but if I were living my best life, I would read it in French. I'm gonna scoot this way a little bit more. Why, yes. Frollo gives you nightmares still on this day and you're 31 years old. I get it, I get it. I mean, the song Hellfire, though, masterfully written song. Very, like, musically beautiful song. All right. The river kit always takes so long to build anything. Which on one hand is a little bit frustrating. On the other, I feel like it does give me the excuse that I need to just yap about anything. So thank you, River Kit. The lyrics are concerning. Well, yes, obviously. But the like, if you put it on and just like turn off your if you turn off your brain just enough that you're not listening to what's said, it's really epic and beautiful. Count of Monte Cristo is cool in French. You read it in high school and again in college. It was like my favorite book when I was in high school. You're reading Count of Monte Cristo in your native language. The foreign language you can read is French. That's impressive. I took so many years of Spanish growing up. Can't speak a lick of it. I could probably understand a little bit of it. Can't speak it. I took many years of Latin. I can read a fair amount of Latin still. But like no one speaks Latin, so like what's that gonna do for me? And then I took ASL in college and I can a little bit communicate and also understand in ASL, but not very much. Here we go. You love the river kit, but don't appreciate the item limit bloat. Oh my goodness, thank you for bringing that up. This is so precarious. Oh no. No more rivers, no more ponds. That's too large. It's too small. No! What's a girl gotta do to have a small... Okay, thank you. Oh, I am terrified. Everything is bad. Yeah, I'm not sure if we'll ever get Pocahontas. That's not something I feel like... I mean, that's like someone's business that's not mine to determine whether that would be appropriate or not. I will leave that conversation to people who are native or indigenous. But the Pocahontas movie does have fond memories for me, mostly because one of my sisters, John Smith, was her first ever like movie crush, and it lasted for years and years and years. Is the mushroom house placed here? Yeah, I put it over here. Here's the thing, the river kit is so good though. You can't tell me I can't have this. I mean, the item limit will tell me one day that I can't have this anymore probably, but it's just so stunning. ASL, you've been signing most of your life at a beginner intermediate level. Wish you had time to just buckle down and be better. Yeah. I really enjoyed learning ASL. I don't know if there's any science to this, but I feel like I know like the thing that everyone knows, right? Where if you are taught multiple languages when you're quite young, it makes it easier for you to pick up languages in the future. And if you're not taught multiple languages while you're quite young, it makes it very difficult for you to pick up other languages when you're older. I feel like ASL, I picked up fairly easily. I'm not sure if there's like science behind why that might be easier than another language. Can you expect a full Vale tour when the Vale is done? Well, yes, it's gonna be a lot of fun, I think. It's gonna be pretty, probably. I don't know, some of the areas I still a little bit hate, but we'll get it looking good. Oh, I'm so scared about the item count. You don't know how it would work, but you wish the river kit was more like pathing. Me too, me too. That's kind of what I thought it was going to be. Or even if you still had the edge pieces, maybe, but you could fill the inside in like a path. I don't know. I do not know. Okay, that's that. We need trees. The thing about trees is that they do unfortunately block the visual. I don't even know what kinds of trees I want to use here. So let me go hunting for our tree palette. Could use these. I don't know if I really want to use the mushroom trees. I guess I have to. Give us the lavender trees, she yells into the abyss, knowing that no one will listen. Your 4-year-old niece is fluent in Italian, English, and Arabic? Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Probably because it's more visual. Probably. And like tactile. You know what I mean? It's kind of, I don't know. It's almost like, I don't know. It's got like a muscle memory element that, I mean, speaking languages also does audibly, but I don't know. The 2003 Peter Pan. I don't know why I never liked that Peter Pan. I think I was just like a Peter Pan purist as a child. And I was like, it's not the it's not the animated one from Disney. It's not for me. I haven't watched it since I was a kid, but something about it just didn't sit right with like, I don't know, 10-year-old me or however old I was when I was watching that. Need a foliage update to the base game? Yes. I wholeheartedly agree. I'm so mad. The only place we have this lavender tree is in this giant bundle. So if I don't use this giant bundle multiple times, the lavender tree is going to look so out of place, but it's so mahoosive. How am I supposed to fit it? I'm so distraught and also distressed. And also just plain mad, actually. Okay, let me put you two over here. Get rid of you. Can I put you over? Oh, will I be able to scoot on through there is my question. Can I find a place to just squeeze you in there? So I can scoot on by. That's gonna be a squeezy. move it this way more. Let me see. That might be fine. Just put a little snug little pathway through there. What is this music? What is this? Anthony, thank you so much for being a member for 8 months. 8 months of joy and distraction. Thank you. I appreciate you for being here and also for being a channel member. Okay, can I have one more of these though? This would be so much easier if... Ah! There. If I just had the purple trees. Oh, if I just had the purple trees, made me think of, you know, the If I Only Had Ellipsis songs from Wizard of Oz. Allegedly, I feel like I have heard this also, to be fair, but I'll say allegedly just in case I'm incorrect. There was a version, you know, like at the end of, well, slight spoiler, I guess, for a line from Wizard of Oz that doesn't really have anything to do with the context of it. Also, Wizard of Oz is really old. You should watch it if you haven't. But at the end of Wizard of Oz, there's a line that Dorothy says where she's like, it's essentially like, Scarecrow, I'll miss you most of all or something. I think when they were making that movie, they were trying to have like a little romance between the Scarecrow and Dorothy, because I'm pretty sure there's a song that was cut from it that the Scarecrow was singing that was like a love song. And that's like odd to me. It's odd indeed. Thank you for the sip reminder, Magister. You haven't decorated in weeks. The struggle is real. The struggle is, in fact, quite real. And that's true. Okay, you go over here. I'm so bad about these paths. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I also... Okay. This is kind of something that we talked about before. I think when we were decorating in Mythopia still, the fact that everything changes when you put it on a diagonal. Like, this is one width of path when it's not going diagonally. This is the width of one path when it's going diagonally. Why? I mean, I know why. It's because of like the stretching, because the diagonal tiles are like longer technically or something. I don't know. It's annoying is what I have to say about it though. I understand the why. I just don't want it to be this way. Whatever. The gap is diabolical when switched to... Wait, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Oh, wait, no. This is bad. This is bad. Undo. Undo. I'm gonna have this kind of in the middle. I don't know why. Just want it there. There. You know, it's fine. We're just going to continue about our day with this. Being pleased that we have paths. Oh no! Can I change this all to something else? There we go. On Steam Deck, you don't think you can do diagonal paths. Oh, interesting. Does anybody play on Steam Deck? If so, do you know whether that's true or not? When you switch to diagonal, the gap between two different paths, oh, is worse than when it's two straight paths. I understand what you mean. So like if I were to put another path next to this one, like, I don't know, this one. And, oh no, what is that? Wow. Please don't do this to me, game. Okay. Yeah, that's long. Or wide, or whatever. It's a big gap. Okay. That's very rude. I'm really, see, if I weren't concerned about my item limit right now, I would just use rocks for this. It's not giving what I need it to give. It's really, really not. But for now, I will just sketch it out in really weird looking path. And we will, I don't know, hope for the best or something. I just need to see kind of what I'm dealing with. That way we can decorate around this, and then I'll come back and I'll probably just eat the items. What? Don't talk to me. Do not speak to me. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Can I change this? No. No. Okay. What if I... What? Oh, beautiful. Stunning. You found the diagonal path so annoying you can't deal with it. It's a lot. But you know what? That's okay. We'll get through it, I think. Okay. I almost actually, I know I said I was only going to use one more of those things. I might see if I can fit another one, those things in this case being these tree clusters. Can I fit one more in here? No, I can't. Maybe I can. Just right there, scoot this stuff up here. I just want to kind of like hide this from the world. Move all of this down here. Push that back. Like so, kind of. Something like that. Let me move these down here. You can't with the path struggles. It's a lot. Honestly, everything is a struggle at the moment. I kind of knew this was going to be the case, and yet I decided to attempt to overcome. Have I succeeded? Well, no, but will I? Maybe. Okay, listen, listen, listen. Hear me out. It's gonna be cute. We are in the process of things happening. No, you stay there. You trees, come down here. Okay. What I need is to figure out what other kind of large things I need in the area or want in the area. Garden of Whimsy. The way it took me so long to figure out where I was going. Do I like these purple ones? Or do I like these pink ones? They're both good. Ugh. You wish you could move Mother Gothel and Jafar because you want to do a full villains area. Yeah, I understand why we can't. It is frustrating though. It's definitely a bit frustrating. Can I put this under here? Maybe. I don't actually think I'm really going to use the Alice in Wonderland flowers in this area. It's not really giving the vibe. I'm gonna put these things down here. Purple gazebo. Oh, there is the purple clover from Bug's Life. Thank you for reminding me about that. We have a couple interesting things from Bug's Life. Where's Bug's Life? Any chance that we're getting these things like the universe filters in alphabetical order next update, please? We have this. We have this. Both of those are kind of fun. Okay. I'm considering, and I'm trying to decide whether what I'm considering is a bad idea or not. I almost actually want the well to be on grass and just have like a walkway around it. We're kind of halfway there, to be honest. Let me move these down here too. I'm going to use them, but this looks a hot mess. Oh my goodness. Anyway, it's fine. It's going to be good. I don't even know if I'm using this path. I just have it here for now. Give me a rug. Give me a rug. Okay. Is there something you're missing with being able to type in the search bar on Steam Deck? The keyboard no longer comes up for you. I do not know. I would love to have a Steam Deck. Actually, let me... oh, no. Again, need a redo button. I'm going to do this in a different type of path. Just so it's not connected right away. So I can decide if I love it or I hate it without being committed to it. That's fine. That's something I would consider to be not my problem, I think. Unless it is my problem. That's fine. Okay. You're obsessed with how teeny the teapot house is. It's really cute. It's very small. Like kind of awkwardly small for the houses in game, but it is really adorable and I do like that. Okay. Yeah. This would go there. And this would go there. which would be weird because that's wider there. But I suppose I could make that wider just to make you happy. Potentially. And then that goes like so. And we get rid of these. That, I think, actually is going to be better. Do I like that path better? You know what I kind of want to see, actually, if I can get it to work? I don't know if I have enough of it. Replace the one from Ancient's Landing where the stuff is coming through. This one. I feel like that's cuter. I don't know. Is it? The nice thing is we can always change it. Remember back when we lived in the Dark Ages and we weren't actually able to change path like that? So if you wanted a different path, you had to actually like change, like remove all of it and redo all of it in a different path texture. That was quite the time to be alive. It was a dark time. Can I? What is this? Oh, gross. No, don't do that. No, don't do that. What's this? Oh. Yeah. Oh, wait, that's just changing that thing right there. What? I don't really know what this is doing. Oh, yes, I do. Okay. Whatever, it's fine. Okay. You can change paths. Yeah, if you have a path down, click replace and click a different type of path. It will change all of the path to that other type. You just have to have enough of it. So if one of them's grayed out, it means you just don't have enough of it crafted. But as long as you do, you can just switch it. Okay, yes. This. Oh, I feel so successful. Change that. Change that. And it's beautiful. And we couldn't rotate things. Yeah, things could only go in the like 4 different directions. That one was a more recent development. The path one was a long time ago, but still amazing how much it can change things. And you know what this is asking for? Clearly avenge. Oh, we have these. These are cute. Wait, put this over here. Actually, I don't think I even... Not seating. Just, wait, no, I did, didn't I? Let me look at Peter Pan items and Disney Fairies items. Again, to be sure. Yeah, because we have these whole lamps that I didn't grab. And the little spool. The table, I don't know if I need that. I have these. These are kind of weird. Does anyone use these? Wonder if we'll ever get a response from Gameloft on no paths for Storybook Vale. I don't know. I would really love for us to have paths, but it feels like maybe it's not in the cards. Which is rather unfortunate. Are we still missing a memory from Eternity Isle? Well, yes. Well, yes, we are. These are giant, so I don't think I'll be able to fit these here, although I could put them right there. I'm not really sure how to decorate with these things. And 2 from Storybook Vale. Wait, really? My game is not too thrilled with me decorating over here right now. I like them, but I shan't use it right there. Maybe I can put it somewhere like here and put some bushes behind it or something. I need to figure out what to do with this spot. Okay. We have things. Those, these. These are kind of giving fairy. These are kind of giving fairy. Maybe those, but I'm not sure. Yeah, we're doing like a fairy place in Ever After. Listen. I know it looks like a mess right now, but we just have to trust the process. Flower house, mill, teapot, little archway over to the other spot. Cute gazebo moment. I'm actually going to move this because I'm not sure if I'm going to use that there. We'll have a little fairy balloon moment. This is where we're going to have Goofy stall. Pumpkin house with a little garden thing. House. Little pathway back there. I feel in my soul that it's going to be cute. I do also acknowledge that right now it is not, but all builds go through. We'll call it the preteen phase. No one feels cute as a preteen. You're gangly. You're like uncoordinated. And it's just like a mess. That's where we are right now. I'll use these. I'm gonna grab out all of those purple bushes. You hate the item because it's another reminder of bushes we don't have. Yeah, that too. I was trying to just look past that. Use some of these. Probably some... I don't know if I'm going to use those. Maybe, though, because I might use those trees. I'm going to try to avoid the yellow, even though the yellow would be cute. We'll just come grab the bluish trees when we want them. Am I going to use these? I love how giant these are. I wish we had them in different colors, though. Like I'm probably going to need some green, but I don't know that green is going to go that well. I should probably use those because I have them there. Okay. Around here, let's go with some of these ones. You. You were stunning as a preteen. I'm sure you were. It's fine. Oh my. How closely can you two clip into each other? That's not bad. See there. There. gonna get a little squishy in here though. So maybe get rid of you. And push you over there. Shaking in your boots with the item count. Listen, listen, listen. It's bad, it's bad. It's bad for all of us. I'm concerned for me. I don't think this is bad for a like kind of relaxed sort of well area. I kind of want to have, oh, I forgot we have this. That's cute. Boop. The simple throat. Give me, where's the Cinderella collection? The good bench. Oh, now why is that not even? And how much should I care? That's fine. Yes, 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 yes. For now. Until I decide I hate it. And I feel like also perhaps we should have one of these in the back. How close can I get this without it being mad at something? Not close at all. Okay, so the solution is that I put you there probably and move you forward. Really hope they give us new paths, fences, and lights soon. They might. Who knows? That's even. I'm not sure whether that's cute or not. We'll figure it out. I think I like it. I think I like it. The craftable leaf chair gives fairy vibes. Oh, you're right. I have that, don't I? Yeah. This might be cuter than the bench. I'd have to make some though. And something in my soul tells me that it probably is resource heavy. This is cute. Maybe I'll try to use this somewhere. Chances of me remembering to use any of this. Pretty slim. I feel like having these would be cuter. Okay, let me grab a painting table. And see if I can craft any more of them. It's also hard with the rain. I know it doesn't change that much, but I always feel like it throws off the vibes, you know? Like I can't quite see things for what they are because of it. Oh, mud? No, actually that's not that bad. Except for the storybook magic, but... I like the green. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't think I hate it. I think I just have to find the right spot to put them. Can you have an official Dr. Tink note so you don't have to go to work? Listen. I would send you one if I could. Send me back to trees. I'm just really desperately trying to make this work. Listen, could I just feel like I need some more variety in height over here. Everything is very short and one height. The other option would be, I suppose, to use some of the flowers and things. Which I could do. Actually, that might work. I've used these so much in Mythopia that I kind of don't want to use them up here. I want this area to feel visually distinct. I think I am going to prefer these chairs. I do love these benches, so maybe I'll use them somewhere. Not the long way around. The well also has a pretty, like, restrictive footprint. It is a teensy bit unfortunate, but we shall try to make do. The bush clips so well, you wish it came in other colors. Me too. You know, it would be perfect here. The purple meadow grass that we had. But no. We don't have that. No, that's the same color as the thing. Maybe I'll put it back there, though. How about... What are you mad about? Oh, that flower. Interesting. I think that's kind of cute. I'm not too mad at it. Oh, right. I forgot. I wish that the actual flowers lit up here, like the pink flowers. That would be even cuter. Okay, it's fine though. Let me work on this little spot for a second. Could use the luminescent from Eternity Isle. Wait, the luminescent what from Eternity Isle? Oh, the flowers? Yeah, I don't know if I'll use those here. Mostly just because I feel like the colors aren't super... complementary of the colors that we're using. Yeah, the red and the blue is usually what throws me off a little bit with these flowers. Because I feel like it doesn't tend to go the best with the, oops. The color schemes that I decorate with. They are pretty and fun, though. Pros and cons, pros and cons. We'll We'll see. I'll pop it there for now. You have moss, and how do you feel about using them on the floor? Wait, moss? Oh, I have, oops. I have this here to remind me of the snippet lures. Where am I going to put those? Maybe I can put them... I don't know, back here or something. I'll just put that there to remind me. Hi, Adam. Hello. Okay. This here, this. Be able to access multiple things. This I do not need to be able to access. So that can kind of just chill back here looking pretty. That, push that way a little bit. That I'm going to exchange for one of, oh, actually, wait. I just saw this, and that's made me wonder if I want to use these. Let me put this down here. Oops. What was I doing? Grabbing one of the Princess Aurora chest things. Painted cottage, chest, large. I hope you had a good birthday dinner, Adam. Actually, what kind of food did you go out and eat? I'm super curious. I should probably be able to access both of those if they're there. You and you. Yeah, okay. The glowing moss we got from the bind. Oh, like the forageable item? I could maybe use some of that. I try not to decorate with too many forageable things on the ground, because when I'm going around cleaning up with the vacuum, I don't always remember where I have things on the ground, and then I end up just picking it all up. But I might. Now this is going to be a little bit more of a challenge, although I could put it right there. It's just going to be weird seeing it right when we walk in.
Don't blast it all.
It's a little weird having a giant ancient technology thing right there. Do I hate it? I can't tell yet. Can't tell. So, leafy rug. Cute. This is also a great opportunity for me to complain about the fact that, again, this is the only fern that won't go on paths. Incredibly inconvenient, that. Block it on the side with a flower or something, maybe. I could push it over here. It's just going to make it a little bit more annoying getting to those chests. I'm not sure what... And you're still going to see it. Or I could push the chests over here and push the vacuum back here. Not sure if that's better or not. I think that's a little better. I don't mind seeing those there as much. You put an ancient vacuum in the middle of a mushroom circle and it kind of worked. Oh, that's kind of cool. there. Stool seat. I don't think that's gonna block Goofy, but I'll double check.
Good to see you.
Nah, Goofy's pretty chill with whatever you put around his shop. He doesn't get too upset. Something that can fit back here. My foot is falling asleep. Put this up here instead, but again, I don't want it to get in the way of this too much.
Never
Kind of like the way
forget.
that looks, though. I'll push this back and see if Goofy can still get there.
Look at all this dreamlight. Hey there.
He can.
Doing
Cool,
quite
cool, cool.
well.
Thank you for your words of support, Merlin. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I need some kind of tree or something. I'm just still not 100% sure what kinds of trees I want to use here. Probably use these, because those are kind of magical. And the purple is cute. Why is the footprint of this like this? Why? Hi, Chloe. Hello. Oh, I feel like he needs a little light. Like... Oh, I forgot we have these too. These are cool. Oh my goodness, we have so many cool fairy items. It's actually making me a little bit angry. You know, like when when you have too many good things and you're like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to use all of these. That's a little bit how I'm feeling. It's making me almost mad. Why are any footprints how they are? Good question. Best question, in fact. This also has an annoying footprint. A really annoying footprint, actually. I don't want to put that like there somewhere. Guess I could put it like there. I'm so mad. Go away. Is that going to be enough light? Maybe. I can always check. I know I could check with the camera too, but... Oh, that doesn't give off very much light. We've got glowing things around here though, so might be fine. Okay, I also think I want a couple of the lantern, like these little lamps. Might be cute here. These are always on, which is maybe not always the vibe that we want, but I think it's kind of cute to have them there. There. Ooh, I'm sorry, the item limit is really concerning me, but I feel like the only way I'm going to get this done is to try to think about it as little as possible. I need /want. I don't know if it's like a sign, an arrow. Like, this is kind of what I was thinking of. Like that sort of vibe. And this item also, the footprint annoys me. You change Goofy's stall to another skin, does it count as a separate unique item? Good question. Let me see. I don't know which ones I have around in here right now. I have the regular one. Let me change this one to, wait, 584. This? No, it doesn't. Wait a second. What is up with that? I don't know why it's changing the bottom number, though. It's changing, like, the total number, but not the unique number. Very strange. That might be like a glitch or something, because I wasn't actually adding or taking anything away. Let's do this spot here where we're clearly going to need lots of flowers. But I also think I could benefit from another mushroom tree. If I could make that work. Maybe there, or maybe I kind of want it to be like blocking the view of the mill a little bit, which that is not doing. No, that's not it. That kind of is. Not really from that angle. I mean, I'll have other stuff there too. Like, that's a little bit better. Can I put these underneath here? I actually can. That is wonderful and also unexpected. Ahmet, hello, how are you? I'm doing pretty well. I'm decorating a fairy area at the moment. Mostly having a good time. If you know, just like I would say the normal amount of frustrations, nothing too intense. I'll put this over here. We'll see. This path is very thin. I don't know if I like that. Might have to pull this way. Pull this way. Like that kind of. Something like that. But then I feel like that has to be like that. The diagonal paths, pros and cons, pros and cons. Okay. Do I end up adding some of these trees? Or not? We have them back here. I just don't know if they fit the fairy vibe. What do we feel about these bluish, greenish trees? I'm also feeling tempted yet again to use that giant Mythopia bush. Would the ancient blooming tree be better with the red flower? Wait, what's the ancient blooming tree? Oh, wait, the ancient landing tree. I think I know what you're talking about. Do you mean, like this one? I could try these. I never really use these outside of Ancient's Landing. Yeah, it's more green. I think those are nicer. Do we like those more? Do we think... Does it read too jungly, or do we think we can make it work? Might be able to make it work. The Forgotten's quests are glitched, right? Because you got her to level 10 and don't have the wings, but it didn't trigger a quest. I don't believe she had a quest at level 10. I think all of her quests were like before and then during the Skull Rock stuff. You should have her level 10 reward in your mailbox if you've done all of the like all of the Skull Rock quests, and if you have her at level 10. They look good here. You think it works with the Beanstalk Marshes? We'll go for it for now. I think, yeah, if we add a couple of them in, we can make it work. Oh, that's... that's fine. I wish I could put that in a slightly different location, but because of the river kit, we're a little bit... limited in terms of what we can do with that. Let me turn this the other way, maybe. Something like that. Okay, listen. We're doing something. Something that I think has the potential to be not that bad. Like, it's a little chaotic, but I feel like chaotic maybe fits fairy vibes. and also is a little bit different from things that we've done recently, and maybe that's why it's throwing me off a little bit. Because our other builds have been a little bit chiller and or more structured. Can I hold this? Oh, I can. Interesting. I didn't think it was... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't think it was going to let me. Yeah, let me do that. I know we haven't been doing anything extravagant with it, but just something like this, amazing. So happy we have the capability of doing that with the diagonal path tool now. What would I like to put in front of this house? Doesn't have to be anything too intense. Anything look cute? I haven't used any of these yet. Probably wouldn't hurt to add one in somewhere. Because we have to have enough of them that they don't look out of place. That's the thing. Gotta give them enough friends that it looks like it's an intentional part of decorating and not just something that I threw down. Maybe we could do this. Something like that, maybe? I don't love the way the path looks. I'm probably going to switch this to the other one. I feel like that color blends in a little bit too much. This gives some more contrast, perhaps? How did Dream Snaps go for everyone? Anyone else fighting this week's prompt really hard? Yeah, this week's prompt is not for me, and so therefore I am just going to be using a build from a Dream Snap I did recently that I think will work. Oh, I could also use these around. I didn't think about that. Let me pop those there. We really do have a lot of cute things for fairy core builds, you know? I do still wish we had some more giant foliage options, right? Because we have the giant mushrooms. We have a couple of giant flowers, but we don't really have a lot of options. And I think some more would be cute. But I also understand if people aren't really wanting more fairy stuff right now since we've had a lot of fairy things added. That there. I actually feel like I need something between this and this. I don't want to use that. I want maybe you. I just need something to break up some of the colors that we have going on. The colors are pretty, but some of the colors like just kind of blend into each other. That blends into the yellow. That's a little bit better in front of the yellow. You just redid your pirate one since you never took it down. Oh yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing too. Then I can actually kind of rotate this way. So it's like greeting you over to the side a little bit more. Yeah, we're working, we're moving, we're grooving. You wish they gave us the flower pots for Storybook Vale. Oh my goodness, yes. Me too. That would have been really nice. Some really pretty flowers in Storybook Vale. That someone singing? My goodness. I think the thing that often throws me off about this house is the way the path disappears under it. Something about it just looks very silly, but I think I'm gonna leave the path, so just gonna have to suck it up. You pink rug moment? I a little bit hate that, but I'm gonna leave it for now while I consider what my other options are. Do I have any predictions or wants for the next star path? You know, I don't. I'm still really uncertain about what they're doing for the star path. Part of me feels like the item that we saw in the teaser, that's like the beds built into the wall, part of me feels like that would be a star path item, but I don't actually know. Does anybody else have any theories? Any ideas about what the star path is going to be? Might pop that over there as an excuse to not really fill in this area very much. Imagine we get the bed thing / window instead of a house skin. Stop. Neve, hello. How's it going? Something like here. Ah, that's gonna be tricky with the way that the thing is, though. Well, what about this instead? A little better. And maybe these. Haven't used any of these yet, which is a problem. As long as it doesn't involve park rides, you don't mind what the star path is. Not a park star path hater. Not that. That's fine. This actually is still annoying. So that's not gonna work. If only. I know. Just, can you find somewhere to go for a second? Thank you. And then I can grab you and pull you back here. Maybe pretend. I can make believe. Loving the outfit. Thank you. Thank you. Felt appropriately fairy for this build that we're doing. Okay, listen. I'm not mad at it yet. This is giving like the type of thing where maybe I'll come back to it later and hate it. But for now, I don't hate it. push this over there. Descendants vibe. I was thinking of the Descendants song when I said if only. That song used to be my song. I was like, wow, I feel this in my spirit. I don't know what I was feeling that was like related to the song, but it was something. I was like, this really speaks to my soul. Mount Olympus Core, honestly, listen. Gonna need the Storybook Vale pathing and floating island trees as a redemption item. Listen, if that's how we have to get it, by all means, give it to me. I will not complain that much. I'll complain probably a little bit, but not that much. As long as we have it, that's what matters. Ah. Sure. Sure. Feels about right. Hi, Iz. Hello. I'm doing pretty well. How about you? Oh, no. Wait, isn't there a... Okay, it's fine. It's right here. I'm just trying to make sure I have access to my mining nodes still. There's one there. There's one back behind there. There's one, I think, right behind the mushroom house. And there's one right there. Are those the only 4 here? I think so. Or are there more? I can check literally right here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that one. Wait. Huh? Whatever. I think I'm tracking. Okay. I need some kind of sign for here. I wish we had some more sign options. I wouldn't mind something like this, but if it had something different on it, maybe I can just put the blank one here. Is that weird? Am I gonna do it anyway? Every time I say nodes, you always say the line from Pitch Perfect. Listen, some of you aren't gonna like hearing this. I've seen Pitch Perfect one time. I don't remember any of it, but I don't think I really enjoyed it. Famously, I am not the biggest fan of Anna Kendrick in singing roles. So that could be why. But I can't guarantee that that's why. I just know that to be true about me. Oh, you may be pleased to know, though, that after watching Sinners, I think, well, I had felt like, okay, so one of my favorite movies / series, famously Spider-Verse, love it. Also, I love Arcane. So it really hurt my feelings that I wasn't really a fan of like Haley Steinfeld in like live action roles. I think that was just a mistaken opinion of me because I really enjoyed her in Sinners. So now it's like, do I watch Hawkeye or do I just quit while I'm ahead? That's the question. You'd love items based off the new parade Starlight. Lighted nighttime items would be fun. Lighted nighttime items would actually be fun. I agree. You love the Pitch Perfect movies. They're hilarious. Wait. Yeah, no. I only saw the first one. Isn't Ben Platt in them? And also Skylar Astin, maybe? See, here's the thing. Like, I feel like I should like Pitch Perfect because it's very, like, theater kid core. I don't know why I didn't enjoy it. But again, I also only saw it one time when it first came out, I think. Maybe I just didn't get it. When you go into furniture mode, how do you get access to put down 1,200 pieces? Because it only allows you 600 as your limit. I can show you in a moment. You can only do it on certain platforms. Oh. But yeah, in order to get the higher item limit, you actually go into settings. I believe it's in help. Yeah, under help. It'll say extra object limit here if you're on a platform where it's available, and you just click it to say on. I feel like I need fireflies all over here. My item limit, it's fine. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. We have so many items left. We are not at risk of running out anytime soon. Anytime soon. Thought that that was going to give me enough space to put something. I was mistaken. Well, I mean, at least with this item. But go that way. What if you go, yeah, that way instead? 1,260 items left and a lot of biomes left to do. Now, don't say that. That's not true. We don't have a lot of biomes left to do. I have this biome and this biome left to do. And a little bit the library. But if the library doesn't get any, it's fine. The library will survive if I don't put that much there. It's mostly just this one and this one. I don't know where all these items came from. I feel like I've been fairly reasonable. I don't know. I feel like I've been fairly reasonable. It's the river kit, probably. But we'll overcome. We always do. You're curious to see if they bring it to the Switch 2 edition when it comes out. Oh, the item limit? Probably. Yeah, the other valleys are their own limit. Oh my goodness. Imagine if every valley shared an, oh no, 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 no. They simply would not be able to get away with that. Something about this is icky. I can't put my finger on it. Oh, actually, I kind of want this. This feels kind of rustic. Something like that, maybe. We'll see. The Switch 2 can handle the larger item limit. I mean... we'll see. My Switch technically, like my OG Switch technically functions with the higher object limit, but whether that means it can actually tolerate it consistently enough is another question entirely. Can I put these somewhere around here, please? Please, please, please. Put it there. The water wheel on the house, shouldn't it be going the other way? If the water is pouring out the front? You know, I don't know. But I understand your preoccupation with it. That should go that way now. There's too much pink over here. Something needs to give. And I think it's this. Needs to switch sides. You know what I do detest a little bit? I'll tell you. Anything that you put on the ground in this area that has a ground texture, it's making it purple instead of like this bluey color. Well, it depends on the angle that you're looking at it. Why is it doing that? It makes me mad. Like, see, it's purple. Purple, blue. Purple, blue. Why? Um. Another thing to focus on. You're welcome. I need some seating that's going to be cute. No. Wait, what are what, Anthony? The item I just placed? Oh, the little, like, dandelion puffball thing? It was from the Bugs Life set, I think. It came with, things. It came with this and this. And I think it came with, like, a little, like, string light situation. Bugs Life, Bugs Life, Bugs Life, Bugs Life. Oh, yeah, it came with this shell horn, and it came with these giant string lights. Yeah. It's a pretty cute set of items. I don't know that I'll ever really use these giant string lights, although they would be really cute in like a Toy Story build, I think. But the clover and the little dandelion, I think, are really cute. I actually don't need a chair because I literally have a green chair right there. I need the Jubilant Topiary. Yes. And maybe even, hear me out, a mailbox, perhaps. Oh, no, no, no. We need a cute, like, wooden mailbox, you know? Because, I don't know. The pixie dust mill, it's giving, like, business. It's giving, like, they could have a mailbox. Like, people, I don't know, who need to get in touch with them. They're, like, too busy. So you, like, drop, like, a letter or something and they'll get back to you. But, yeah, not the like metal mailboxes that we have. Those are not the vibe. Yeah, I am thinking about a birdhouse, Lucy. We're on the same page. Cute little blue birdhouse. The birdhouse might be the new bench. Like, what do I need in this spot? How about a birdhouse? And you know what? It does frequently look good, so I'm not mad about it. It's cute, I think. I don't know, maybe. Is it cute? Need a bigger variety of birdhouses. Agreed. Could drop a bird snippet next to the net. I could, but I know I would just pick it up with the vacuum, so. I don't know if there's too much of a point, but it would be cute. Listen, we're really doing things. From how the stream started to how it's going, I feel like things are good. It was a struggle and a half to figure out where everything was going to go, but now that we have a plan, I feel like we're moving and grooving, and I'm pleased. I'm quite pleased indeed. I don't know if I'm going to use these because I don't really have them anywhere else. These lights, they're really cute though, is the problem. You know how many times you've tried to build a river like that around a house and it just ends up as a pond? Wait, really? I left myself a lot of space because I did want it to go pretty much all the way around. I was kind of inspired by, I mean, now, like trying to remember it, I can't remember what it looked like, but I remember back when we raided Opal one time, a long time ago, Opal was doing a pixie dust mill build in the glade, and we didn't have the river kit yet, but she used the one pathway that people will sometimes use as water. It was like this one or something, and she built kind of like a river underneath it. It was super cute though. It was kind of cuter than this because I think she built it like all the way around and then like a little essentially bridge thing going over it. It was super cute. I wish we had like an actual bridge we could put over the river kit so we could traverse across it without having to just leave a gap. You know what I mean? I wish we had that. Can't you go under there? That's really annoying. Thanks for hanging out, Lucy. I hope you have a great time at work. I think I already tried to fit you everywhere and I could not, which is, you know, a shame. Can't fit you back there. That's nice. Fit you anywhere back here? No, you don't want to go on the thing. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. This is not the most ideal. I was kind of hoping to be able to fill this area in with some foliage and stuff, but it does not seem that that's really something that's in our future. Okay, put this over here. Your game always bugs out on the path over the river. When you fish, it sends items to your mailbox, and your companions drop extras that can't be picked up. Wait, really? I haven't really done that much over here. Except when I had to for a quest. My goodness, that was the most aggressive hiccup I've ever hiccuped in my entire life. What don't you like? The mushroom or the flowers? Cool. So I'll just stick you there. Stick you. I like want a fern. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit one. I'm also concerned because I don't want it to be too close to this because the colors are too similar. That's fine. You like that. Make you like that. Oh, so fun. So fun. Do have to do something here, but I think I'm actually going to pull this path out this way. Like so. So we have more space to like walk. I think that's good. I might also take this out. What? Sure. Like that. That'll do, that'll do. Thank you all for liking the stream if you have. I appreciate you. Okay, here. I just had this somewhere where it fit. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. Where can you go? You go all the way over there. Did I watch the Nintendo showcase the other day? I did not. How was it? Was there anything exciting? I feel like, I mean, I'm not all up in everyone's business, but I didn't see anybody making too much noise afterwards, so I'm not sure if it was, like, good or if it was a flop. If anyone watched the Nintendo showcase, what were you most excited about? Age of Imprisonment had some good gameplay showcase, but besides that, a flop. Wait, what's Age of Imprisonment? Is that something I should know about? You know what I haven't used any of? Barrels. That's a little surprising. I'll get to it, I'm sure. Oh, it's a new Zelda game. Okay, that's what I thought, but I wasn't 100% sure, so... It's the one that's like, it's like a hack and slash kind of thing. Yeah, the Hyrule Warriors spin-off. I've never played any of the Hyrule Warriors games. But I saw that Zelda was in it, and one way you can pique my interest is with Zelda. She's such an icon. It was a partner showcase, so not many games for your taste. Fair enough, fair enough. I remember they showed the Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. I think they announced it at the Direct for the Nintendo Switch 2, right? If I'm not mistaken. Because I did see a clip of it, or like I was aware that it was going to be happening. And yeah, Zelda's presence did pique my interest because, as previously stated, Icon, she's really cool. I was then a little bit like, well, I'm not sure if it's for me when I realized it was like a combat game. Famously not like the most combat-y gamer in the world. That being said, actually, here's the thing. I would not say I'm like the most talented combat gamer, but I do actually quite enjoy it. Like sometimes I get really excited when I'm doing combat in a game, but it has to be like a specific level of combat. If it's too difficult, I get really frustrated. Like I'm not a gamer who enjoys the challenge for the sake of a challenge. That's how my partner is, and I don't get it. Like he'll be playing a game and he'll be struggling so much that he gets mad, but he kind of like enjoys that, and that's not me. Like if something is making me mad, I'm like, why is a game making me mad? It's a game. It's supposed to be bringing me joy. But to each their own. I don't judge him for it. That couldn't be me. And so that's why I'm a little bit hesitant about Hyrule Warriors, because it's all fighting. Right? Also, you're so excited at the Link and Zelda cast announcement for the live action movie. I did see the casting announcement. I don't think I'm familiar with either of those actors. I also don't think I had really heard anything else about the movie, but I'm curious about it. Curious to see what's gonna be happening with the movie. I've only ever played Breath of the Wild and cough cough a little bit of Tears of the Kingdom. So, yeah, I'm curious. This somewhere, but I have to make sure I can still access this. Maybe I'll put it over here. But I also have to make sure I can still run through there. It's getting a little messy. I don't mind, like... I don't mind messy, especially for a build like this, but it's got to be the appropriate level of messy. That's the entrance, so I have to make sure I can at least get up there. And I also have to make sure I can get back here. Has my partner ever played Dark Souls? I don't know, actually. I do not know. Get rid of you, actually. Okay. And... oh, I haven't used any of these. Oh, I remember. I hate these. Because why is this the footprint? Why is this tiny little spiky thing coming out of such a giant mound in the ground? Anyway. You don't like games that make you mad either. You used to play one of the Gears of War games with your husband, but that's the last intense game you played. Yeah, I feel like the last game that made me really mad that I still tried to play for a while was Kingdom Hearts. I'll probably try it again too, because here's the thing. I don't enjoy the challenge of Kingdom Hearts. Like, the thing is, the challenge makes me want to not play it. Because, like, that game came out 25 years ago, nearly. Like, 20 years ago. A long time ago. And I'm not saying it's, like, a children's game, but it was marketed a lot towards kids. Why is the combat so difficult? I don't get it. It makes me so mad, and it makes me not want to play. I've definitely played games where I have to do a combat encounter multiple times to succeed. I don't necessarily mind that, but when I've tried it so many times and I'm not even close to being able to pass it, and it's like the first big combat, because the one that I had the biggest trouble with was legitimately the Wonderland realm, Wonderland world one. You know, if you've played Kingdom Hearts, you know what I'm talking about. It's like super early in the game, and there's like this thing twirling around. Like, it looks like it's twirling like bowling pins around, like walking with its little skinny spring body. Like, the table's spinning. I'm tiny. It's just so much. It's not very fun for me. Kingdom Hearts was brutal. And that's actually, listen, the first time I tried playing Kingdom Hearts, I didn't even make it that far. This is embarrassing. I've probably told this story before, so I'm not going to be that embarrassed about it because y'all probably know already. The first time I tried playing Kingdom Hearts, I didn't even make it that far because I got to, where did I get? I was on our little shack island home, and I was supposed to race this guy across like these palm treetops to get something and like race back. I couldn't do that race. I tried it so many times. It was so early on in the game. I was like, you know what? Maybe this game is not for me. So that was the first time I attempted Kingdom Hearts. And then my partner convinced me to try again. Somehow I was able to get past that race, only to almost immediately be disappointed again by that Wonderland fight. So frustrating. And the thing is, I love Disney so much, and I know I would enjoy the story of Kingdom Hearts so much. I just like can't put myself through the pain of trying to play it. You've never played it, but you enjoy a challenge for combat? I don't know. I wish I enjoyed more of a challenge for combat. I feel like I've been pretty lucky in terms of games that I've played on the channel not being too much of a challenge, or at least not like a frustrating challenge. Because I think there is a difference, like some challenges are like enjoyable and some are just annoying. But I've only had maybe like 2 combat encounters on stream where I've like actively wanted to quit. And I didn't quit either of them, I don't think. Although some of y'all might, you could probably remind me if I did. The one that I think I might have was during Breath of the Wild. Well, I think there was one in Breath of the Wild and there was one in Tears of the Kingdom. I can't remember. I don't think I quit. I think I really wanted to, but I think I made it through. No, maybe one of them I did. I think I finished it in the end, but I think it was one of those things where I was like, I need to like stop streaming now. Because if I keep streaming, none of us are going to have a good time. I'm not going to have a good time. You're not going to have a good time. It's just gonna be disappointment. Okay. Let's see. Trying not to do too many like stones and things because I don't want to unnecessarily inflate my item count, but you weren't here during the Tears of the Kingdom era. That's okay. One day there will be another Tears of the Kingdom era, but when will that be? Who knows? I certainly don't. I kind of feel like I need to not put a table in here because if I do, I won't be able to go around it, you know? How big is the pond that comes with the river kit? Like the pre-built pond. You're guessing it's nice having a community that doesn't yell at you that you're doing something wrong, but actually try to help. Yeah, actually everyone was really lovely during Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, especially because with the shrines and things, I generally like to try... Oh, no. Try to figure it out quite a bit on my own before getting help. And people were really respectful of that. But also very helpful when I would occasionally give up. So that was much appreciated. Yeah, maybe I'll put this over here. A little bench, maybe. Another mushroom tree. That there, the wind sound effects here. The wind do be blowing. A bench. Oh, or I could do this little thing. I was thinking about using this somewhere. I'll actually put this, I don't know, where? Here? I don't want it to be in the way when I'm mining. But, oops. There, maybe. Like this, perhaps. Your favorite things about shrines was figuring out how to complete them, not the way intended. Ah, for me, I don't necessarily know what the intended way is, or if there always is an intended way to complete it. But I did think it was cool to finish a shrine and have people in chat say like how they did it, you know, like after the fact, and see how different, like how differently we all did it. That's really cool. There was something I wanted to, oh, I think it was this. I wanted to grab one of these. Probably some yellow would be nice to have here. Maybe these pink bushes, if I can. Can this be closer to there? Or there? Where can I squeeze you? struggle. I'll take one of these. And just pop it right there. Just some of these things have such generous footprints that it's difficult to use them in squeezy spaces. You there. Okay. You think this is your favorite build of mine for Storybook Vale? Well, that's amazing. I feel like it's coming together nicely. I am enjoying it. Definitely not mad at it. I am, though, still like a little bit concerned about my item limit, but I think it'll be fine. If we can end this area with under 5,000 or like 5,000, surely I will not need 1,000 things to decorate this one area. I feel like we'll be fine. I feel like we'll be okay. I'm only a little bit trying to convince myself of this. This. Oh no, for some reason that thinks it's giant. I don't know why. I just know that it does. Only gone up 60 odd items since earlier. Well, that's not bad. Not bad at all. You know what this is kind of bringing me back to? This is kind of bringing me back to my old forest build. I think it was in my first Valley Tour video. It's definitely a different vibe because that one was not very colorful, but it was very like cluttered, like very much a path, and everything not on the path was very full of nature and stuff. And that's what this is kind of giving me. And I like that vibe. It's been a little while since I did something like that. Been a little while indeed. Giant plant pot. You just watched that video yesterday. Oh my goodness. Yeah. The dirt leaf path one. It's a long time ago, but I liked it. I haven't watched that video back in a long time, so I kind of forget what most of my builds back then looked like. Figure out more places to put this, otherwise I can't have that there. You're working through them slowly and dropping likes on them all. I appreciate it, I do. That's very nice. Okay, I think I need to just finish this little corner. Sometimes I get, I don't know, I feel like it's most efficient when I kind of actually finish one area before moving on, but sometimes I kind of half finish spots and then I just have areas that are like half done. Like, I don't know why I moved all the way over here when I have like just this one random corner that needs to be finished, but I guess I'm going to try to finish this one random corner. It helps with your inspiration also. Yeah, I don't really watch a lot of people's... Well, not even really. I honestly don't watch any build content currently. But when I have in the past, it's always really nice to see what people do, because sometimes people will come up with something that I literally never would have possibly imagined as a way to decorate a certain area. And even if I don't do that specific thing, it's really cool to kind of like make my brain see, I don't know, a biome in a different way than maybe I did before or something like that. Put that there. You forgot we can place premium houses in multiple maps now. Oh, yes. Couldn't decide where to do your fairy build between Storybook Vale and the Meadow, so you did your Meadow floating island. Oh, nice. Yeah, I feel like the Meadow is a really cute place for a fairy build for sure. I wanted to use the giant mushrooms, and I think I like them the most in Ever After, so I decided to do mine here. Also, the giant flowers here just felt very much like this area was just asking for a fairy build, and so who am I to say no? Could do like a I don't know, something like this. A little weird, but we'll see if we hate it or not. It's too far forwards. If I could push this back a little bit, I could put it there, I think. It's like there, and then this is like... No, not like that. What? Like that. Something like that. That's a little bit better. It's still a little aggressive, but I could try the circular one instead. Where did you go? And maybe like rotate this one around. Pull this. No, I can't do that. Yeah, that's better. Cute! Probably build up little areas next to a house is where you struggle, so it really helps. Yeah, actually, I kind of probably should watch some build videos at some point, because I don't know how to explain it. There's a sort of like angular, layered sort of structuring that a lot of people do, or some people do when they build. This is mostly in things like city core builds, or sometimes in like courtyards, for large like castle builds kinds of things that I don't really naturally understand how to do. And it might be cool to watch some people do that, so I could maybe learn a little more. The thing that's difficult about watching people build, though, is I always worry about being like subconsciously recreating something that I've seen somebody else do, which is not necessarily a problem, except for the fact that I make Dreamlight Valley content and I don't want to be like ripping people off. So I'd have to like take a lot of notes about who I was watching and what builds I saw so I could remember. Fully built and decorated your automated farm on your plaza island. The grind for ancient gardeners was tough. Ah, wait, how many gardeners can you have on the floating islands? Is it still just like the 4 or 5 that you can have in a biome? Yeah, it's not just like the credit police. It's also just like I enjoy giving people credit when I've been inspired by them. You know what I mean? Like, I like to be able to be like, oh, this person really influenced the way that I went about this. Like, you should go check them out because they're cool. Like, if I was influenced by them, you'll probably like them too, kind of thing. So it's not even just like I feel anxious about people coming after me. It's just like I also want to do that if it's somebody that inspired me. But if I don't remember that they inspired me because I don't remember what video it was or who it was, then that makes me feel bad. Oh my goodness, I just realized I didn't use these trees anywhere. Okay, this I cannot have. You only have 4 so far. Please don't tell you there's a limit. Well, there's definitely a limit in the regular biomes for how many gardeners you can have. I want to say it's 4 or 5. Somebody else can confirm if you know. Yeah, because like if you have more than that, the extras won't actually work. Put this like here. It's 4, Momo. Thank you. Probably put one over here, but the purple on purple is not really gonna be giving what I want it to give. I guess I could put a blue one over here instead. For the islands, you don't know though. Yeah, I would assume it's probably the same as the biomes, but I don't know for sure. It's totally ruined your farm. Oh no, I'm so sorry. But at least now you know that there's probably a limit, so you don't grind all of that stuff only to find out later. Pop that right about there. These. Oh, I can't put that over there because that's right there. I could put it over here though. No, I can't. Ah! Here? I mean, I could. There's nothing stopping me except for my own likes and dislikes, but... I kind of would like, actually, just forward. Push this back there, maybe. I kind of want, I was gonna say I kind of want one of these over this path there, but I actually am not sure if I'm gonna enjoy that. I mean, I kind of do. It's a little bit blocking Tinkerbell's house. What if I switch it with this? So I move this up there and this back here. That's better. That's definitely better. Coco, welcome back after Love Island. Oh my goodness. Wait, are you watching? Well, yeah, the US Love Island is over, isn't it? My partner and I are still slowly making our way through UK Love Island. What's the episode that we just watched? I don't know what number it is, but how do I explain this with no spoilers, but also say what happened? You know what? It's pointless. I don't know. Things are happening. Things are always happening, though. Girls are being particularly mean. What else? Men are being particularly immature, but then again, I suppose what else is new? Specifically with Love Island, not like everybody in the world ever, but you know, it do be that way. What kind of lighting vibe am I going with? Lots of fireflies. Yeah, I'm probably gonna add a bunch of fireflies. I do have the flower lamps around. Like I've got a couple of these. I have quite a few of these, which aren't giving a bunch of light, but they will give some. I have a couple of these, but I do think I'm gonna want to add a bunch of fireflies just because I think it'll be pretty, honestly. I think it'll look cute. Not you. It'll be kind of like pixie dust, but they're fireflies. I would love to use one of the purple ferns. They just annoy me so much. Loving the build, thank you. Do I think that I would like DLC floating islands? I wouldn't dislike them, but I don't think it's something that I feel is like a must for me. I feel like I don't think I need them. I don't know how they would add them because I don't imagine they would add them as part of a free update. I also don't know how like appropriate it would feel for them to add it as a free update. And I also think like we have a lot of space to decorate. I don't think more of the same aesthetic is like what I'm necessarily looking for, you know? If they were to add more floating islands, I would almost think, or I think I would almost prefer them to add new floating islands, like a floating island that is a completely new theme, something that we don't have, than giving us floating islands of a DLC biome. Oh no, our place. You'd like extensions to the valley biomes? I don't really see that happening, but it could be interesting. You mean like new biomes, or like take the ones that we have and expand them to be larger? You're watching the UK one and the final is tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Wait, you can tell me. Was there Casa Amor in this season of UK Love Island? If so, I haven't made it there yet. They did something that made me think that they might not do it. I'm also actually incredibly worried about how far into the show I am. But everyone is annoying me, so I don't want to watch it. Wait, also, Coco, I would love it if you would tell me who your, like, favorite couple is. And who your favorite, like, girl and favorite boy is in the show. I feel like this would give me incredible insight into you as a person. And I'm just super nosy. But if it's like a betrayal couple that happens later on in the show, don't tell me that. Well, if it's like a Casa couple, don't tell me that. If it's like a different betrayal couple, that's fine. Your favorite couple is one that happens after Casa. Oh, you love Tony? Oh my goodness. Okay, so here's the thing. I will preface this by saying I don't know these people. I'm also aware that they're in an incredibly stressful situation because, like, they're forced to live with people 24/7 that they didn't know until now. They're not allowed to, like, have any contact with the outside world. Like, I'm sure they, like, not all of them are their best selves. However, I feel like you know what? I'm gonna close my mouth. Who's my favorite girl? Probably, okay, I've mentioned this before. Yasmin, I feel like I have to support her so loudly because everyone was so mean to her, and I also feel like there was no reason for them to be mean to her. I feel like she got blamed for a lot of things that the men were doing, which felt really rude, and Helena does things that they said that Yasmin was doing, but no one has smoke for Helena. But yeah, so I feel like Yasmin has to be my favorite. You know who was my, well, you know who's, you know who I like, oh my goodness, not me forgetting their name. Wait, partner, what is the name of, I can't, wait, no, I can't remember. I can't remember her name. I'm trying to think of a way to explain to her to my partner that's not going to be a problem. The one that we both agreed was like probably the most down-to-earth person, like the most reasonable. No, well, Mark, he knows that I appreciate Yasmin. Beautiful wig, super pretty.
Oh, did she just leave?
You can't say that.
So far behind.
Her name starts with, I think, an A.
Yeah.
She got very little screen time towards the middle. Anyway, I don't remember her name. She was fabulous, though. Yasmin's posture is impressive. I need something here. I need like a desk or like a table or something. Wait, Hannah, really? I feel like we don't need to have this debate, but just know I'm side-eyeing you a little bit. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Alima! Alima's a gem. He just told me from the other room. Alchemist table, perhaps? This here. I will say I don't have any couples I'm necessarily rooting for at this point. This table is not it. It's not cute. I need something different. My thing about Shakira and Tony and Yasmin is that I feel like they're actually being, for the most part, okay, well, Tony and Shakira a little bit get on my nerves, but only because they let the men walk all over them. But in terms of like, I don't know. I feel like the other girls are so mean to them for no reason. And Helena, I can't support because even if she's doing her own thing, talking to men who are not in a relationship, so that is fine, she seems to like enjoy the other girls being upset or hurt by a situation. Like, she'll have a conversation with somebody that's in a couple with one of the other girls where the guy is like flirting with her, blah, 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 like insinuating that he wants to be with her. And then Helena will not tell the other girl that, but she'll be like, oh, can I borrow your bikini? Hee hee hee. Or like, oh, it's interesting that like said guy is not in the doghouse. Hee hee hee. Like, what do you mean hee hee hee? That just rubs me the wrong way. Like, you do not have to be friends with them, but you don't have to be like mean. or nasty. Ooh. This is like, what? Has this always not been able to go on a path? Why is that a thing? Anyway. Probably gonna use one of these. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Actually, maybe I need to face this way. That might be better. Face this kind of this way. Something like that. I'm picturing this as kind of the ever after equivalent of the little adventure balloon, like sky ride, like rent a little fairy hot air balloon moment. I think that's what I'm gonna do with that spot. I've been here forever. Oh my goodness. I have to leave. I don't have anything I have to do. I've been streaming for so long. Thank you for hanging out. Listen. The stream started a little rough. Figuring out where we were going to put all these buildings and the paths and all that stuff was a pain in the butt. But I feel like we're really onto something right now. I feel like it's looking cute as of right now. We got this kind of center spot done. All the way through here to here, and we got like this little spot back here with the little pond, little hammock leaf, all that. And yeah, we got half of this biome left, one more biome, 3 streams. I feel like we can do it. One of the days we might have to have a long stream to wrap everything up, but I'm really thinking we can finish this by the time we get the next update. The new wooden crafting table might work, Shauna. Actually, let me grab that while I'm thinking about it. Station. No, crafting. Is it called a crafting table? What are these called? Why is that not wanting to go away? Crafting. Like this one? Maybe I can use one of these. I'm gonna put these back here. That might work. Because it would be a good idea to have a crafting table somewhere in here. We'll figure it out. But thank you all for hanging out with me. I'm going to see if anybody else is streaming. We can go and hang out with them. While I do that, please press the like button before you go. I would appreciate it. I'm going to be back tomorrow with Tales of the Shire. It's going to be nice and cozy and relaxed because Tales of the Shire so far, from my experience, is that way. I think it'll be fun. We're going to go see Just Jelly, who started streaming recently and is unlocking Aurora in Dreamlight Valley. So please stop by, show some love. We never really get to raid Jelly. And I think she would appreciate it. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day or night and take care of yourselves. And I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.